What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day, and today's video is going to be a nice, relaxing, chill video for you. Today we are going to be doing a painting time-lapse on one of my new death masks. So I figured with the subject matter of the death masks that I would go ahead and preface this and talk about them a little bit because I really haven't talked about my new look on the channel at all. Now clearly we have exited the era of the old smiling mask that was done up by Connor DeLess. I have used that thing since 2016, I think. It has seen many concerts and conventions and events and fun times, and it has met a lot of cool people, and I have a lot of great memories with that mask. However, the main one, the one that was just absolutely never able to be replicated, kind of started to fall apart, and I wanted to preserve it, and I felt like it was time for a new era because the House of Masks is on such a different level now than it was then. And even though the concept for the most part of the House of Masks is the same, I felt like it was just definitely time to update and upgrade and move into a new saga for the House of Masks. Obviously, with that is going to come a new look, so enter the Death Mask era. Now, obviously, this is my main death mask at the moment. If you guys have seen promo shots or convention shots or concert shots or event shots or wherever I would have to go and dress up, this is probably the mask that you have seen me wear. Now, I absolutely love this death mask. However, the idea behind this whole death mask era was never to have just one death mask. It was to have many death masks, and they would all be odes to some of the people that have inspired me throughout my life. Without these people, I quite literally would not have my career. I wouldn't have my hobby. I wouldn't have my passions. So I really do kind of owe everything to these people. And with that being said, I thought that it would be a really cool thing to take my face and put these people on it. So this is my John Rice inspired variant. This was a nod to John Rice. I took this directly off of his Behemoth corpse paint from when he was touring with Behemoth a few years back. I just really fell in love with that design, and I thought that it would look cool on one of my own death masks, and it did. And while I do love this, I think that it is already time for another paint up. So, who are we going to do next? Is it someone Slipknot? Is it something Buckethead? Is it Gwar? Primus? Maybe even Mushroom Head? No, probably not Mushroom Head. However, we are going to be doing a new mask today that is directly inspired by one of my all-time biggest influences, one of my all-time favorite musicians from one of my all-time favorite bands, and my first favorite band ever. And this guy is actually the guy that got me into theatrical music. He was the first theatrical musician that I ever saw in my life, and I can still remember the very moment that I saw him. Today, we are painting up one of my death masks in a Wes Borland style. So this is going to be my Wes Borland tribute. I really like the corpse paint that Wes Borland has done over the years, and I decided to base my next death mask directly off of Wes Borland's corpse paint. So by the end of this whole thing, I hope that it makes a little more sense when you guys are looking at a dozen or more death masks that all seemingly are inspired by my inspirations, because I really do owe these guys the world. Like I said earlier, I would have nothing without these people. I wouldn't have any of the content that I make. I wouldn't have the collection that I collect. I wouldn't have the passion that I have for theatrical music. So, with this line of death masks, I am going to try to cover all my bases and honor all of these people that I love so much. So, anyways, go ahead, sit back, relax, and enjoy this time lapse. This was a lot of work, actually. There was a lot that went into this paint job. Obviously, I'm filming after I've gotten the mask finished, but yeah, there was a lot of layers. I used all face paint for this, which created a lot of weird techniques that I had to use. So, yeah, but it was super fun. Really happy with the outcome, and I hope that you guys enjoy the video. And with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.